So in this video, we're going to just look at for loops in action. So all we're going to do is take example 2 and example 4 from the previous video and just type them in and actually see what they look like for the two different types of for loops. So if you want to type along with me, you can do Unit 4 Lesson 3, for loops Lesson 1, so that you can actually just see and have an example of this typed in if you want to reference it later. So we're going to start off with example 2 that we typed in that we traced through in our notes in the previous video. This one calculates a sum. It says for x in range, we're doing 7 as our main range value, and then sum equals sum plus what x is currently equal to, and then we'll print x to the screen. And at the very end, I'm going to jazz this up a little and do sum is equal to, and then print my sum variable to the screen. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to run this code, and then I'm just going to put them side by side. So here, hold on, we'll switch the sides there. You can see that x starts at 0, and it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So you can see that it increases all the way up to 6. What happens here is when this x goes around and it goes to increment to 7, remember this is like I'm gonna put a little comment here. This is goes while x is less than 7. So when it's equal to 7, it no longer runs, and it pops down here and prints the sum to the screen, which is why you don't see 7 here, but you do up here in your range. So just remember that is how that first type of for loop works. Then the second example we looked at was the example where we could just list out the different values. So if I pull this back over again, click on example 4, type 2 is when we just listed out what we wanted to happen. So this one, I used for I in. Notice there's no range here, and I just put 1, 5, and then I put the word hello. So here we just have a list of all of the things that we want I to be equal to in a row. And what I'm going to do here is I'm just going to print them to the screen, and then we'll just click end of program to signify that our program has ended. So here we go, we run it. It should print off the first program first, and then you see down here how it works differently given when we have numbers versus a word. So notice here it prints out 3 times 1, which is 3. It prints out 3 times 5, which is 15. And then when I multiply hello by 3, it just prints hello 3 times all pushed together.